street in which the Urania Observatory is located. landscape gardens in Zurich. It houses the Villa Escher, a neoclassical mansion built in 1819 by the father of the Zurich politician and entrepreneur Alfred Escher. Open to the public, Belvoir Park now houses a restaurant and the internationally renowned Zurich Hotels. Square kilometers, a depth of 143 meters, Lake Zurich is one of the largest lakes in Switzerland. In the past, it was a means of communication and transport. Today, it is a tourist attraction. The people of Zurich love to swim and stroll here. In the summer months, they come to picnic or enjoy the many restaurants and open-air establishments. Points of interest will all be found on the left. Each time you hear this sound at the beginning of the commentary, you have to look to the left. Swiss Life, formerly the Swiss Life Insurance and Pension Fund, is the country's largest life insurance group and the first life insurance company founded in Switzerland in 1857 by Conrad Wittmann with the collaboration of Credit Suisse, chaired at the time by Alfred Escher. Das Weiße Schloss, the White Castle. It has a beautiful white stone facade, which is a masterpiece of eclectic architecture. Listed as a historical monument, it was built in the 19th century by wealthy bourgeois who appreciated the luxurious landscape of the lake. The building, which is now owned by the Zurich Insurance Group, was completely restored in 2021. Schloss, the Red Castle. Recognizable by its pronounced red color, it is located just a few meters from the White Castle. Dating from the 19th century, this former residential and commercial building has historicism architecture. Listed as a historical monument, it has been owned by Swiss Life since 1950. Kongresshaus, the Congress Center, and right behind it, the Tonhalle, Zurich's symphonic concert hall. Although built at different times, the Tonhalle and the Congress Center form a single building complex. The joint entrance Fitzgerald and Ray Charles, not to mention Tina Turner. Built in 1895, the Tonhalle, which has undergone various modifications over the years, is one of the best acoustic halls in the world. It is a listed building and is home to the oldest symphony orchestra in Switzerland, founded in 1868. Where receptions, political contacts, and exhibitions are held. It was built at the end of the 19th century. Set in long ogis. The stained glass windows are by Augusto Giacometti. These three churches once formed a processional axis that was followed by many pilgrims. They were known for the veneration of their relics, which disappeared at the Reformation. square with many lime trees, hence its name, Place of Lime Trees. To get there, you have to walk up a small hill. But it's worth it, because the view of the right bank of the Limmat, the Großmünster and the Predigerkirche is grandiose. Lindenhof is a historical site where the Celtic and Roman settlements were created and around which the city developed. It is also where the oath sealing the Swiss constitution was taken in 1798. Saved it in extremis, and 20 years later, completely renovated, it was back in use. Its look, which is exactly the same as when it opened in 1880. almost 7 meters high, this dark bronze sculpture is inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Although the origins of the Kunsthaus date back to the 18th century when a society of artists decided to found it, the historic museum building, designed by Karl Moser, opened in 1910. It has undergone numerous extensions to accommodate its collection of works by renowned artists ranging from the Middle Ages to the present day, such as Picasso, Van Gogh, or Andy Warhol, not forgetting the Swiss artists Hodler, Fuseli. Schauspielhaus, the Grand Theatre. With a main auditorium seating over 700, it is the largest theatre in Zurich. It opened its doors in 1901 with a performance of Goethe's The Accomplices. Some of Bertolt Brecht's most important plays had their world premiere in this theatre, which remained private from its opening until 1938. Felix and Regula. In the 3rd century, this brother and sister, accompanied by their servant Exuberantius, fled from the Theban legion attacked by the Emperor Maximilian and came to Zurich, beheaded, and thrown into the Linnert. Legend has it that all three emerged from the water with their heads in their hands, walked 40 steps before collapsing where they were buried. Next stop, cruise ship connection. People with a ticket, including the boat cruise, should get off here and go to the pier. Those who do not have a ticket can get off here and buy it on the spot. You may also stay on board and return to our departure point.
Somebody for cruise? Nobody?
Yes, we stay here.
Okay.